We were discussing the embedded system, and we have just discussed about Microsoft Oven and the digital camera. Next is one of the most example is our home telemetry. Home telemetry എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ see the use of computers in homes are very much rapidly increasing, and mostly now in the corona period also, in the lockdown period also, most of the people are were very much they became very much familiar in using such gadgets also, like mobiles or online shopping, etc. Then computer applications are varied applications. Okay, so they are using in general, they are used as a general purpose computing machines, and as we say, host of most of the embedded applications or embedded systems. Okay, and see, we can see many of the examples or equipments like washers, like our washing machine, then dryers, washers, dryers, then furnaces, then cooking ranges, then dishwashers in some of the hotels, etc. We can, or in canteens and all, we can see dishwashers. And see in the in the Gulf countries, dishwashers are very common in most of the houses there. And AC, air conditioners also. See, these are the very familiar examples which we are using in our home. And next is our display telephone. One of the most important thing is our display telephone. See, there is an embedded processor that enables a variety of useful features. See, in our standard telephone features, no. So, in addition to that, a microprocessor controlled phone can be used to provide remote access to other devices in home. For example, let's see, if you are using a remote and controlling the AC, similarly, if you are having a microprocessor controlled phone, we can provide or we can use remote access to some other devices also. For example, using the telephone, one can, that is a display telephone. See, using the telephone, one can communicate with the telephone means microprocessor controlled telephone. That is an embedded system only I am saying. Computer controlled home security system. Home security system. For example, if we want is a controlled gate, you can control it. Home security system. Now you can set desirable temperature for a furnace, temperature for a furnace, or as we might have seen in advertisements, like controlling the AC, air conditioner. Then you can, if you want, you can set starting time, cooking time, and temperature for the food that has been placed in a Microsoft oven. Now you can read the electricity, gas or water meters and which are replacing the need for utility companies that provide these services to send an employee to home to read the meters. It is, for example, you need not again WhatsApp the messages or need to call a person like that. You can just provide this, you can send the employee to the home to read the electricity meter or something like that. If you have a, you can use that facility. ചെന്ന് പറയേണ്ട കാര്യമൊന്നും ഇല്ല. They can come water meter, electricity meter, data read here. Okay, you can say that is all these things. If you are having a microprocessor controlled telephone, that is display telephone, you can communicate all these things like home security system, when അല്ലെങ്കിൽ AC എല്ലാം കൺട്രോൾ ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും. See, all of this is easily implementable if the device is controlled by a microprocessor. അതാണ് ഏറ്റവും ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻറ്റ്. Microprocessor controlled device. ഇവിടെ നമ്മൾ പറഞ്ഞ, we have just told about the telephone system. and it is only necessary to provide the link between device microprocessor and microprocessor in telephone. മനസ്സിലായോ? That means, so അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ എന്താണ് പറഞ്ഞത്? സി യു ആർ ഹാവിങ് എ മൈക്രോ പ്രോസസ്സർ കൺട്രോൾഡ് ഡിവൈസ് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിലെന്നാണ് നമ്മൾ പറഞ്ഞത്. അപ്പോൾ എങ്ങനെയാണ്? ഫോർ എക്സാമ്പിൾ, ഇഫ് യു വോണ്ട് ആൻ ഓപ്പറേറ്റ് ആൻ അവൻ യൂസിങ് ദിസ്, അപ്പോൾ എന്ത് വേണം? അവനിലുള്ള മൈക്രോ പ്രോസസ്സർ, ആ ഡിവൈസിലുള്ള മൈക്രോ പ്രോസസ്സറും ഈ ടെലിഫോണിലുള്ള മൈക്രോ പ്രോസസ്സറും there should be a link. Now if you want to set a temperature in a furnace, so the microprocessor in the furnace and the microprocessor in the, for example, in the telephone, that should be linked. So whenever there is a link between the microprocessors of two particular devices, you can operate it. You can operate it. So such links can be realized in different ways. എങ്ങനെയൊക്കെയാണ്? We can use serial communication, that is bit serial communication, which can be easily accomplished if a controller chips include a UART interfaces. Okay, now which we are not going to study in detail, you just study about UART interface. See, using signaling from the remote location to observe and control the state of the equipment, that is what we call telemetry. ഇതിനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ ടെലിമെട്രി എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. എന്താണ്? we are going to use it, അല്ലേ? we are going to use the signals, that is using the signals from a remote location to observe and control the state of the equipments. അതിനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ എന്ത് പറയുന്നത്? ടെലിമെട്രി എന്ന് നമ്മൾ പറയുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് only the basic thing is we need to see that whenever if you want to use a microprocessor or if you want to use a telemetry, ഇപ്പോൾ ടെലിഫോൺ ടെലിമെട്രി ആണെങ്കിൽ പോലും നമ്മൾ എന്താണ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്? നമ്മൾ ഈ രണ്ട് ഡിവൈസസ്, ഏതൊക്കെ ഡിവൈസസ് തമ്മിലാണോ ലിങ്ക് ചെയ്യേണ്ടത്, ആ ഡിവൈസസിന് നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യും? there should be a link between the microprocessors of that two devices. അപ്പോൾ അതാണ് നമ്മൾ ഹോം ടെലിമെട്രി അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ടെലിമെട്രി എന്ന് നമ്മൾ പറയുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, നൗ അതിന് ഏറ്റവും എളുപ്പം എന്നുള്ളത് ഒരു ബിറ്റ് സീരിയൽ കമ്മ്യൂണിക്കേഷനാണ്. മിക്കവാറും 8 bits ഓഫ് ഡേറ്റ ആയിരിക്കുമല്ലോ നമ്മൾ വാട്ട് എവർ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ്. അപ്പോൾ സീരിയൽ ബിറ്റ് ഡേറ്റ കമ്മ്യൂണിക്കേഷൻസ് ആയിരിക്കും അതിൽ ഏറ്റവും യൂസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. ഓക്കെ, താങ്ക് യു.